Now, Shreya has also been telling us that you've got several officials, the DC of Ranchi, the SSP, all of them are right now inside Chief Minister Soren's residence. So you are seeing a lot of activity there, indicative and suggestive that Chief Minister Soren could just be arrested. But as Munish just told you, 3 cases essentially that Chief Minister Soren finds himself in trouble in. A land grab case, illegal mining and coal mining. So obviously with the Enforcement Directorate investigating each of these cases, and they claim, by the way, that in all 3 they have ample evidence against Hemant Soren. It's definitely not looking good for the Jharkhand Chief Minister. I want to round up for you all the updates that have come in the last few hours. As Chief Minister Soren today geared up before the ED landed up at his residence by meeting with his father, seemingly figuring out a succession plan politically as well, and ensuring that all supporters gathered in large numbers.
The Enforcement Directorate in action. Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren is under scrutiny. Investigators descended on his Ranchi residence. Security around his home increased. On Monday, the ED confiscated 2 BMWs, 36 lakh in cash and documents during searches at Soren's official residence in New Delhi. The ED is investigating at least 3 cases of money laundering. Investigators suspect his involvement in illegal mining and land deals.
When the Enforcement Directorate is questioning Hemant Soren allegedly because of his links to Benami properties and the illegal mining scam, we also see Hemant Soren responding to the Enforcement Directorate's action by registering an FIR against the ED officials, suggesting that they are trying to tarnish his image because he's an SC/ST leader.
In an email to the ED on Sunday, Soren alleged that its actions were driven by a political agenda to disrupt the state government's functioning.
मुख्यमंत्री को लापता का पोस्टर भाजपा ने जारी कर दिया है पिजुल साहब। अरे उसको करने दिए, वो कौन पूछ के गया था? क्या उसका नियम था जो ईडी किया उस तरह जाने का है नियम?
Within the Chief Minister's imminent arrest looming, the ruling JMM has devised a contingency plan. In a strategic political maneuver, the Chief Minister has secured the signatures of party MLAs on 2 blank papers. According to sources close to the matter, these documents are letters of support for 2 potential candidates, Kalpana Soren, the Chief Minister's wife, and State Cabinet Minister Champai Soren, one of which may be presented to the governor in case Hemant Soren faces arrest. Speculations about a break within the party ranks also abound. Basant Soren, Hemant Soren's younger brother, and Sita Soren, the Chief Minister's sister-in-law, are said to have a backing of 18 JMM MLAs. Party patriarch Sibu Soren is also reported to support Basant Soren as the new Chief Minister in the event of the incumbent's arrest. The political drama in Ranchi reaching its crescendo as the ED investigations into the alleged role of the Chief Minister in dubious deals deepens. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's take this back to Shreya Chatterjee for more details of what's really playing out outside the Chief Minister's residence right now in Ranchi. As we've just reported for you, you've seen buses going in, top officials also who've made their way inside. There's a lot of talk, Shreya, that MLAs also are getting set to move in large numbers towards the Chief Minister's residence. Can you confirm that for us?
Well, that's exactly what is being suggested from our sources inside the other residence, which is in the same compound where the CM is being questioned. Now, the MLAs and the leaders who've been camping over here, they since morning started to arrive, and what we're right now learning that buses have arrived for them to possibly move to the Raj Bhavan, where they will be gathering, showing a support of strength is what we are learning. But they're probably just waiting for a final word from what exactly transpires.
Exactly,
here,
is the show of strength about? Is the show of strength to do with Chief Minister Soren himself after the ED questioning to kind of prove that, look, I'm not going anywhere? Or is the show of support being planned in case Chief Minister Soren is arrested and there's a successor who's put in place?
Well, that will be both in case, Akshita, because right now what we also look at is with the possible arrest of Hemant Soren there will be a change of guard. And that's possibly one of the reasons why the leaders and the MLAs would want to meet the governor. Whether the governor gives time is something that we'll have to wait and watch for. But it is going to be a dramatic turn of events that we're probably expecting here in Ranchi, because we are still all on standby outside the CM residence, as it's been almost 15 minutes that we've seen the SSP, the DC, the IG, the DIG, they've all headed inside. We've seen the Director of Mines also go inside, and as our colleague Munish was pointing it out, that there are evidences against Hemant Soren, not just in one case, not just in the land scam case, but in illegal mining as well as in the coal scam. And last time the Enforcement Directorate went ahead with their fresh action in the national capital, their sources very categorically told us that their action was based on fresh inputs. So clearly what we are seeing right now is ED who has come on Hemant Soren's door, preparing their case very tightly. And clearly the Hemant Soren government, on the other hand, has also filed an FIR against the same officers who are investigating the case. So they have made it watertight. We are expecting probably a pushback if the Enforcement Directorate goes and arrests him. But right now, from the scenes outside the CM house, it looks a little grim.
All right, Shreya, we're going to keep coming across to you for those updates. Where Shreya is outside the Chief Minister's residence is where there's a lot of activity right now, leading to endless buzz that in the next few hours, we're going to be seeing the official announcement from the Enforcement Directorate of Chief Minister Hemant Soren being arrested. As we mentioned, he is being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate in 3 cases: illegal mining, coal mining, as well as a land grab case. So it's not looking good right now for Hemant Soren. But as we've been saying here on India Today, he's also kept a political plan B in place. What exactly is that? Well, earlier today, you had Hemant Soren also meeting with his father, the veteran politician Shibu Soren, and reportedly there was talk about who could be the next Chief Minister of Jharkhand in case Hemant Soren is arrested. Remember that a lot of his family members are into politics. So in all likelihood, it will be within the family, someone who can be trusted, a close aide of Hemant Soren, who could be chosen as the successor. Of course, everyone's talking about Hemant Soren's wife, Kalpana Soren, being the chosen one on this. But I want to quickly put out those names on your screens in case you're really unfamiliar with the family tree of the Sorens and their political involvement. There are 2 frontrunners right now. Besides Kalpana Soren, who reportedly Chief Minister Hemant Soren is pushing for right now, his younger brother, Basant Soren, is a front-runner, as well as the Chief Minister's sister-in-law, Sita Soren. They reportedly have the backing of about 18 JMM MLAs. So there's a possibility of one of them being chosen. What we're also hearing from our sources is that Shibu Soren is keen on going ahead and making Hemant Soren's younger brother, Basant Soren, as the next Chief Minister if Hemant is arrested. Let me bring in Anupam Mishra on this broadcast, who's joining us live again from Ranchi, tracking all the political updates on this story. Anupam, can you break down really what is the plan B in case Chief Minister Hemant Soren is arrested? Who's the number one, in all likelihood, successor going to be for the Chief Ministership?
Well, Akshita, we are standing at the back gate of CM residence at present, and a short while back we have seen 2 tourist buses and 1 traveller have entered from this gate. So this is a very rare instance that these 3 buses have entered, and on the day when ED is grilling Chief Minister. So there is high possibility that the alliance partners, the alliance MLAs will leave from this gate, and there is high possibility that they will go to Governor House and to claim the government if something happens to Hemant Soren, if Hemant Soren is being arrested. So the name which is circulating is Kalpana Soren, the wife of Hemant Soren, and we know that last night there was a meeting inside CM's residence, and a letter has been signed by every MLA, and they can fill that name of Kalpana Soren instead of Hemant Soren if he will be arrested by ED. So this is the plan B, alternate plan by the alliance, and most of the alliance MLAs are inside at the residence at present. They are inside, and there's a plan that they may go out, may come out from this gate and go to Governor House. If Governor gives them appointment, that is also there. If Governor doesn't give them appointment, then they may, at the gate of the Governor House, may parade all the MLAs in front of media.
All right. Thanks very much, Anupam, for getting us all of those details. So even as the fate of Hemant Soren is yet to be decided, is yet to be clear at this point, the questioning by the Enforcement Directorate is still underway. We'll track the latest on that. But I also want to tell you, and this is something we've been speaking about here on India Today, of how several